Hi you guys, hi everybody, hello and welcome. I hope you guys are doing very well. It's October, which here in the Northern Hemisphere means that, us Northern gardeners are trying everything in our power to keep things alive through the winter. In front of me I have a beautiful plant. This is Curcuma, Curcuma alismatifolia. So this is in the Zingiberales family, so it's related to ginger, and it's actually very closely related to turmeric too. So I'm in zone 8A, USDA hardiness zone 8A, which means that we can get kind of cold winters here. So I'm going to try to protect this. So they have a very lotusy flower, these really compound sort of inflorescences that come in different colors. They're quite reminiscent of soap gingers, so if you squeeze these, you can actually get kind of a nectary solution coming out. These guys are rhizomatous, very much so like the ginger that we eat, and you can divide them via divisions. They like a really well-draining soil. They grow very well in peat and cocoa husks. You can even grow these guys in rice hulls. At this time of the year, they tend to get kind of spotty, and they'll let you know that it's time to cut them back. Much like canna lilies, they'll get kind of, this... I hate to call a color ugly, but this is kind of ugly. An ugly muted yellow. So what you're going to want to do, and what I'm going to do, is I'm going to cut them. Even though there's still some blooms, I want to really preserve the integrity of this plant. I'm going to cut them down to before the first couple of leaves per division with sterilized scissors. And I'm just going to dig this whole clump up and probably divide it into two. So I wouldn't put this back outside until your nighttime temperatures are above about 8 degrees Celsius, which for where I live is kind of late March, early side of April. Yeah, so this is just a really interesting one that I really recommend. I wouldn't recommend saving the seeds off of these guys. They tend to get botrytis really easy and kind of wither. But yeah, this is curcuma. I think it's getting a little bit more prominence in northern garden centers and in the horticulture industry because it is so easy to grow. Definitely a brighter light plant. Very technically, you can overwinter them indoors as a house plant, but they tend to etiolate, get long, and a little bit ratty, and they do benefit from that dormancy period. You're going to want to store them in a place that's cool, dark, so that they don't break dormancy, and very dry. You don't want to have too much moisture on those rhizomes when you're keeping them safe. You'd basically store them much like you would a gladiolus or a dahlia, whatever, and give them a good feed after you plant them out in the garden again next spring. So that over there is curcuma, and I hope you guys have a really lovely, beautiful day. Another thing I'll say is these guys don't keep very well as cut flowers. They tend to go brown very quickly, so just something to keep in mind if you're considering buying one. Stay blessed, you guys, and have a great day.